Flying aircraft carriers, are they science fiction or could they become a reality in the not-so-distant future? A common feature of sci-fi old and new, like the Cloud Base and Captain Scarlet and the Mysterians, they've been experimented with for many decades. But the sophisticated ship-killing ballistic missiles appear to have inspired some navies to resurrect the concept. Today, we look at the possibility of the world's only flying aircraft carrier. An aircraft carrier, by definition, is a large ship that carries military aircraft and has a long, flat surface where they take off and land. The bulwark of any modern navy, aircraft carriers tend to fall into one of two main categories: standard carriers and supercarriers. In the 1970s, Boeing worked on a project that would have turned jumbo jets into flying aircraft carriers. The Airborne Aircraft Carrier project involved converting the Boeing 747, the Airborne Air, the largest passenger jet flying at the time, into a mothership capable of launching tiny fighter jets. Although never built, the concept lives on in spirit in DARPA's New Gremlins drone program. One of the most enduring aviation dreams of the past 100 years has been the flying aircraft carrier. A flying aircraft carrier would have been able to respond much more quickly to crises than seagoing aircraft carriers, and this speed would also make them a floating flat top more difficult to destroy. The idea of an enormous plane, or Derrida, which would be interchangeable carrying small planes, is also undeniably cool. In the 1970s, Boeing commissioned an internal study to examine the feasibility of turning its largest passenger jet, the 747, into a flying aircraft carrier. The Airborne Aircraft Carrier, AAC, would carry up to 10 microfighters and launch and recover them in flight. The plane would use an internal conveyor belt system to send out 2 fighters every 80 seconds, launching the entire air wing in 15 minutes. Once the fighter's mission was complete, the 747 would winch them back aboard, where the pilots could rest and even sleep in their own quarters while the planes were refueled and rearmed. The AAC was a way to project air power quickly into a crisis zone. Just 10 AACs flown into a hotspot would bring with them a total of 100 combat-ready fighter jets. Another possibility was an escort for bomber fleets. An AAC would accompany a flight of B-52 Stratofortress into combat, releasing the microfighters to deal with any inceptors attempting to shoot down the big, lumbering bombers. So it seemed logical when, in the 1970s, the U.S. Air Force began experimenting with the idea of converting one of these large aircraft into a flying aircraft carrier full of parasite fighters that could be deployed and even recovered in midair. Between the success of this test and other drone wingman programs like Skyborg, the concept of a flying aircraft carrier has seen a resurgence in recent years. It may potentially and finally become a common facet of America's air power. Do you think it's a good idea for America to build something like this? Let us know in the comments section below. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe updated and turn on the notifications so you never miss a video.